Greetings everybody, CyberKnight-Miky here, and Merry Christmas to all of you, which is literally the December 26th, så då är det typ annandagsljud. Ja, it's still Christmas. Fortfarande jul. So, today we're going to take a look at the, possibly the actual official last release, which is literally the final two monsters from S.H.MonsterArts, which is actually the only two monsters that is left. The rest is just two repaints, which is kind of really awesome, which is the poster version of Godzilla and Burning Godzilla, which has no effects, but yeah, how do you gonna get that effect unless you use that Mothra as a somewhat effect? But today we're gonna take a look at the 2-pack of S.H.MonsterArts Mothra and Rodan from 2019. And straight up, there has been so much controversy between these figures. Literally, when it was released, some have been a little bit mixed bag. Some of them really like the Rodan figure, which is actually the only, a little bit better than Mothra, and many have been complaining about Mothra, which they say that she actually sucks. Well, to me, it's kind of understatement. I mean, sure, she is not the greatest, but remember, it's just a 2-pack, and oh wait, yeah, that's right, it's literally over $100, huh? Well, yeah, a small price for just 2 figures, huh? Well, I bought it, don't regret it. Well, I'm just gonna show you guys, I'm gonna review that figure so you don't have to. And also, keep in mind that this is only figures that's only 15 and up, so only people over 13 and up is only available to watch it. Kids, people only under 13, stay away from this figure, considering the COPA thing, which might change or not. We wait and see. But if you're just a child like 12 or a little bit under, ask permission about your parents, alright? Well, enough ado, let's take a look at this. And before I actually go on with the full review, I'm gonna show you the actual box, which actually shows the content of what's actually, the info about these figures, which actually just show Tamashii Nations and the Tamashii Nation Seal Quality and Bandai Spirits. You got the Godzilla King of the Monsters logo, the Monsterverse, a nice image of Mothra and Rodan, Legendary 65th Anniversary of Godzilla, Toho, the symbol, side, Mothra and Rodan, and then the image of Rodan and Mothra, under, Lego Mumbo Jumbo in Japanese. And then we got something new about Rodan, which is literally, not new pictures, but only to Photoshop, which actually looks beautiful, considering Rodan is literally a fire demon, and Mothra is Queen of the Monsters and did emerge from Waterfall. So that's actually pretty cool. Oh, I forgot. Considering I got this from a Japanese website, aka Nippon Yasan, which is kind of, people have had some controversy about it, but me, I like it. You get the brown box when you get the figures. shows you Mothra Rodan on top and back, which is nice. My ever first brown box. And then we have, which is actually info how you're gonna assemble it, and I also show what's fragile and how you're gonna clip it, and actually shows how that you can actually reattach it if you are new. You know, something that the newcomers need to learn. And also, it actually is translated that which Steven's told review, if you're watching it, thank you. Stated that it actually need the wings may pop off if it just stays too long, but actually it can pop back in if it'll back in its regular condition. But also it stated that if you want more support on the wings, you can always use a solid state Tamashii Nation Act 4 stance, which is sold separately if you need it, if you want to. Well, for me, I'm kind of fine. Also, fragile. Well, it's kind of expected. I mean, they are literal collectible figures, so what else? You know what I mean. Anyway, what they come for accessories, which I'm going to take a look at first. What are you doing here, Fire Effect? Get out of here. Okay. First off, we have the clip for Mothra, which is literally just a small clip. If it actually focused, the smallest little piece I ever seen. No, wait. Hold on. Come on. Okay. This is the smallest piece ever. Okay, back inside you little rascal. Oh, great. What up, boss? Oh, well, Mothra only comes with a clip, which is actually what she just needs. Well, could use a little bit more, but hey, if it was more, the price would have been a little bit higher. Trust me, I contacted them, actually commented on them on their YouTube channel in one of those preview of King Ghidorah. So yeah. But for Rodan, you not only get another stand, but you also get 2 extra support pieces. You get the extra Tamashii claw that you actually can grip Rodan if you want to have him fighting Mothra. And then you get a regular support base that you actually can display Rodan on top, just putting his chest on this piece, which actually can make him fly, which is actually really good. That's actually nice, right? Okay, so Mothra, what about her? Well, for starters, many people stated that she kinda sucks and that well, I can agree that she's not the greatest, but the worst. Trust me, I've seen worse. But, yeah, to me, this is actually kind of neat. If you actually look at kind of detail, you have this goddamn phone. Hold on. As close up, well, nothing too much, but it actually brings a lot of detail if you look closely. And, well, I know what they're trying to go for. I mean, for starters, they actually, people like Yuji Shikai and Shinichi Shikawa, the people that are actually modeling these MonsterArts figures. Well, they had the task of actually modeling all these MonsterArts King of the Monsters figures, and yeah, for her it's not that much, and considering she is the smallest monster, but with big wings, well, not bigger than NECA's, but Yeah, bringing the more paint to this detail is kind of understandable, considering she is so small. If you actually paint like white here in a well, factory or something like that, you'll just ruin the eyes. And you also have the opportunity to actually paint yourself, which I might do later on, but now, well, not well for me. Not gonna do it yet. Well, first off, I'm just gonna show you the comparison. Yeah, their bodies may be a little bit same size, but her plastic is a little bit thinner than hers, which is not a bad thing considering this is more. Oops. Yeah, sometimes I actually popped it up. It was actually me just popping up, but you can always pop it back in, which is not a bad thing. I mean, sure, it is a bad thing per se, but it's not frustrating. Just that me handling with my big hands might be troubling. But yeah, her is more like orange color, which is kind of well, people say that they are confused why she's just that orange, but if you actually look closer in her CGI model, well, she's per se a little bit have like dot, like little bit shades and yeah, kind of stains of orange on her stinger, on her arm, her legs, and even the back. It also showed a little bit of a brown, but also had a shade of a little bit gray fur, whitish, light gray kind of covering. Yeah, kind of boring, but kind of lame. But hey, at least I'm not complaining about the color. I actually think it's kind of nice. At least it's more colorful than this. What the hell are you doing, Nika? And the wingspan, well, let's say her wings are really, well, smaller. Well, to be fair, I prefer this size than. Yeah, if you want to know what my complaints about this figure, yeah, I mean, sure, this one is also, but to be fair, you can actually do kind of make it actually be more solid if you actually have like floor polish or a little bit with dab of super glue. It would actually turn it up and just leave it dry, and boom, your Mothra figure is back in her condition. No, problem solved. And also, articulation is much better than, well, this steel brick, which is kind of just a cheap version. But I know the reason why the price is that much. I mean, if you actually use that price tag, well, it's gonna cost more. Trust me, someone actually commented it, and when you think about it, kind of makes sense. And considering her blast is different than this, well, let's see. For articulation, she has ball jointed arms, which is on the both side, ball jointed on her titties. She has a ball joint on her midsection, which you can actually crunch to actually recreate where she just done Rodan. Pretty cool. And she also have a ball jointed legs, and she also had a ball jointed wing, ball joint on her smaller wings and big wings, so she can actually do really, really astonishing poses. Like you can actually cover them like so, be more threatening, which Steven did actually do it first. Then she can actually charge, like in the one pose where she's trying to attack King Ghidorah, but Rodan just interfered. And also how she just submerged, which I also like the stinger just being well, regular stinger, and then whatever that is. She's a goddamn moth, not a goddamn praying mantis, jeez. As for how she's gonna stay on the ground, well, she does have supporters to actually stay on the ground, but considering her limbs is more flexible and more, well, soft, it kind of gets a little bit fragile. But if you are being careful and actually knows what you're doing, and you also can do the pose where she's protecting Godzilla, yeah, like that. Also, leave this pose to the professional, aka me. As how you actually gonna clip Mothra, you have this. Well, you all know how to actually support this wing, so I'm just gonna clip this on like so. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Then you're just gonna plug it in. So, there you go. And now you have Mothra on the air. Now for the Rodan. While Mothra is kind of a so-so, like a little bit an accessory, S.H.MonsterArts, like an aftertaste, like the Mothra larva in the 2-pack with Batra. Rodan is the meat, the big, the warm food on the table. This is actually the best food all around. What I mean is that this actually is more superior than Mothra. Rodan here is absolutely beautiful. It is fantastic. I must say, I just digging the details and how it's actually looked. And I actually like how he has an opening jaw. Well, not the most impressive, but actually has an opening jaw. NECA. Oh yeah, speaking of NECA, this is a NECA. Well, I do like NECA's, well, I do wish that S.H.MonsterArts also wanted to do the detail with wings, how it looks flammable, which NECA kind of scores the point. Well, here's the thing, like the Jobby the Hong said, looks can get you so far. If it doesn't feel good, well, you don't want to have it. You see what I'm getting? Sure, Rodan isn't that Sure, I also wish that the Rodan also had this flames on his wings, but if you really want to, you can always use some, well, paint, like, well, some kind of Bandai marker or just the regular paint, and just dry brush it a little bit so it doesn't just cover to just ruin the whole figure. So if you want the tutorial or actually want the review me just paint this figure, just comment down below. But for now, what's the positive thing about this? Well, it's just that it has more detail and just how impressive it actually is. While the negative is that it doesn't have the lava running through. And also, the great thing about this, well, at least in my copy, if you want focus, come on, focus. The eyes on that the NECA S.H.MonsterArts has done is just beautiful. Actually capture his look when he emerges from the lava, and also how it actually appears. And you also can do the look when he actually emerges from the volcano, aka the nest that he lives in, and also recreate the scene where he just looks at the Argo, like confusingly, like, what the hell are you? Which I actually find the NECA some useful. I mean, while S.H.MonsterArts actually do the articulation, NECA is good for, well, accessories. As for posability, Rodan has a ball joint on the head. His head can open up, not that much, but hey, better than just a replaceable jaw. And I use this flame piece to actually, well, yeah. Okay, that didn't work. God damn it. Hold on. Come on. Work. Work with me. Come on. Come on. There we go. A ball jointed tongue, which is really, really stiff. But he has a movable tongue. Okay, here. His tongue is literally articulated. Which is actually a really nice detail. Sure, it's a little bit unnecessary, but I actually like it. And then he has a ball jointed system on his neck, and on the midsection where his neck is, which actually has a double literal ball joint here, so you can actually articulate him like the NECA. But unlike the NECA, he has more ball joints. Then he has the same articulation like a King Ghidorah, but instead of just the attachable wings, the wing stays on when you open any packaging. And you can get really, really nice poses. Like how he actually is bowing down, or how he's actually threatening, or how he actually flies. It's just all good. And considering their shapes, where you can actually cover up the gaps, it's just so nice. And then he has a ball joint on the midsection, and on the crotch, actually the underside has a ball joint here. Get a really, really nice crunch. Then the ball joint here, and this fragile feet. Wish that there were more possibility on the feet, but hey, it's just me. So you can actually get the more dynamic poses. And also, if you want to walk. Yeah, he can actually walk. And then we also have the tail, which is just a single ball joint. Alright. That's how he just gonna place on the... Get out of here. How he's just gonna fly on the air is pretty simple. All you need to do is get this piece. Let's place it like so. Make it so that it's actually the short end is on the front and the long one is on the back, because if you want him to lay forward, you need to have the angle like so. Making sure also. There we go. And what's also great is that there was also a ball joint feature, so you can actually get really more dynamic poses, just staying still. And also be careful how you're balancing him. If you're balancing him wrong, he will tumble forward and fall off the stand, so be careful. And also, you get also the option of him actually attacking, which you just use the claw, open it up, then you just open like so, angle his wings out so, and then you just use the support arms, which I also recommend you to just screw up a little bit, not too much, but just loosen up a little bit so you don't break it too much. I don't know, whatever you feel like. This is my thing. But overall, this is how it's just gonna look like if you're displaying these two giant monsters to battle each other. And that looks good. Here we have them compared to the NECA counterpart, which actually Mothra is kind of having the NECA one having the high ground, but that's only because of this plain stale stand. And then Rodan just, well, kind of a dwarf compared to this Rodan. That's kind of ironic. how the neck of Mothra is bigger than the S.H.MonsterArts, while the S.H.MonsterArts Rodan is bigger than the NECA. Huh. Quite ironic. And then here we have them next to the rest of the S.H.MonsterArts King of the Monsters figures. And I gotta say, I'm really proud that I actually collected all 4 of them. Now I'm actually excited for the S.H.MonsterArts Burning Godzilla, if I actually get him. And the poster version, yeah, I really got much to collect. Overall, Mothra and Rodan from S.H.MonsterArts aren't the worst. They are actually really good or even great, but they also, I can agree that they are kind of disappointing considering the price point, like $109 plus shipping, MSRP, whatever. Well, I do agree that they are kind of not enough accessories, but keep in mind that when it comes to accessories, it comes also with a higher price point. You see, when I actually contact them in that King Ghidorah preview of that video from S.H.MonsterArts, the Articulation series website, actually not website, more like the YouTube channel, I actually comment them why there aren't actually more accessories, and the reason is that they want to actually drop the price, actually want to not have a higher price point, so for us, aka lower the price for us customers, which kind of sounds dumb, but when you think about it, when it comes to Kiryu, I mean, previous Kiryu was a little bit cheaper. I mean, the original was like $130 for that Shinagawa Final Battle version, and the original was like a little bit lower than that. So, yeah, I kind of agree. With more accessories means a higher price point, and considering these figures are actually for the Japanese audience, they're gonna be more higher price point, a big price to pay for. Well, yeah, if you actually those who actually want them so badly, well, go grab them. But if you actually want good, well, not want to spend too much, either wait to actually drop the price or actually have them be sold by a seller that actually want to sell them in a lower price, or just get the NECA version, but only if you are actually from US, because I'm not an American. I'm a Swedish person who actually am not even American or a Japanese. So I'm a little bit stuck in the glue here. Oh wait, no, that's not it. What was it actually says? I don't know. But that's enough for me. What about you? Tell me in the comments what you think about them. And also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And also hit that notification bell button before you actually go anywhere, because it's kind of important to do it. Without it, well, less views, less recognition. If you want me to review something, put it in my ass and just do it. Yeah, put it in my ass is just a Jabba the Hutt reference. Kind of bad, I know. I see you, King of the Wing. Yeah, there's also a reason why this also stands for these wings. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I will see you all later.